Nope.
I was lost. Lost in the middle of nowhere. Since I'd gotten off the highway, I'd seen 2 cow pastures, an abandoned diner, and a cornfield. I was also late. Be back by 10 o'clock. Mom's voice rang out in my head. Or no car for a week, I mean it. I turned on the GPS. The startup chime played. The screen blazed white. To my surprise, it showed Route 43, the main drag around these parts, running parallel to this road, less than a mile away. All I'd have to do is make a left somewhere. I flicked on my high beams and peered into the darkness. There, a tilted, faded street sign poked out of the foliage. Moss Avenue. I swung left. The GPS didn't seem to recognize it. Make a U-turn, it complained. I clicked it off. I slowly drove down the road. It snaked into the darkness of the forest, wayward branches scraping the windows. I cranked up the radio. Familiar guitar chords, muddied with static, filled the car. Remember when I saw you sitting all alone? I sung, off key. The very next day I called you on the telephone. The voice fizzled into static. I turned the knob forward. More static. I clicked it off. The forest grew thicker. The sky disappeared, tangled branches taking its place. The highway wasn't anywhere in sight. I glanced at the clock. 9:57. Damn it, I hissed. I turned the GPS back on. A white road appeared on the map, twisting and curving. But no Route 43 in sight. I panned across the landscape, my fingers sweaty against the screen. No highway. No other roads either. Not even the road I came from. The wheels slipped under my hands. I glanced around, checking for signs or mile markers or anything that could help. There weren't any. Come to think of it, I hadn't seen anything on the side of the road. No mailboxes, no street signs, not even a warning for the sharp turn a minute ago. Just tangled branches, rotten leaves, and darkness. I glanced at the clock. 9:59. Mom is going to be furious. No, that's the least of my worries. I'm sitting here in the middle of the woods with no idea where the hell I am. What if I'm stuck out here all night? What if... But then I saw it. 2 headlights in the rearview mirror. Twinkling, shimmering like some kind of mirage. Thank God. I rolled down my window and flagged down the driver. The truck rolled to a stop several feet behind me. A silhouette climbed out of the driver's seat and cut into the white light of the headlights. As it walked, its right arm swung penduously from something heavy in its hand. "I'm lost," I shouted, sticking my head out of the window. "Where's the highway?" The words caught in my throat. He was holding an axe. I thrust the shifter into drive. The car jolted forward. As I swerved over the road, I glanced in the mirror. He was back in the truck, the engine roaring to life. I tapped furiously at the GPS. Home, I muttered, pressing the home button. "Come on. Come on." The loading bar crawled forward. "Come on!" I screamed. The GPS, in its flat, chilling, calm voice, replied, "No route found." The dashboard was washed in white light. He was gaining on me. No highway, no escape route in sight. I fumbled for my cell phone. It slipped out of my pocket onto the floor. I leaned to pick it up, swerving over the line. No reception. Damn it! The headlights dipped below the rear window. He must be inches from the bumper, I thought, my heart pounding furiously in my chest. I sped up. The engine groaned in reply. The headlights passed into my side view mirror. Then the truck paused, neck and neck with me. I held my breath, bracing for impact. But no. It zoomed ahead, then faded into the night. I let off my gas, and my pulse slowed. The dizziness faded. I started to laugh as his taillights disappeared behind a cluster of trees. He just wanted to pass me. It's amazing how fear can make you see crazy things. He wasn't an axe-wielding murderer. He was just some guy holding a wrench or something, trying to help me with my car. I started to laugh. It echoed in the cool wind, breaking the silence of the forest. I rounded the corner. I hit the brakes. The truck was parked across the road. And there he stood, leaning against the truck, his eyes hidden in the shadows of a baseball cap, holding the axe. Turn around, I thought. But in the time it took me to make a 1,000,000-point turn on this narrow road, couldn't he just reach me by foot and hack his way into the car? Then drive around him. Don't just sit there, my mind demanded. To the left of the truck, several feet of road, but covered in branches. To the right, no road, but a large patch of dirt and grass. I swerved right. I hit the truck. My left headlight shattered. The car slowed. I screamed, leaning away from the door. He raised his axe. Clunk. I jerked the steering wheel and pressed the gas. But the wheels spun, stuck in the mud. "Go!" I screamed. He raised his axe again, swinging it harder this time. Crash. The windows shattered. His hands clawed at my shoulder, rough and strong. I shot forward. I swerved back onto the road, my foot to the floor, the seatbelt raw in my neck. Huffing, chanting, praying that he wouldn't catch me. I glanced in the rearview mirror. Leaves, branches, darkness. Not even the faint glow of headlights. With flickering hope, I opened the window. No rumbles, no screeches, no clunks of an axe. Just dead silence. I looked up. Ahead, a stoplight glowed in the darkness, and swaying in the wind, a sign next to it read, Route 43. I went back the next day, looking for Moss Avenue. I couldn't find any trace of it. Where I thought I had been, there was just a stretch of thick, dark vegetation. Not even a driveway, a dirt path, or a gap in the trees. As I spent the week without the car, grounded in my room, I convinced myself that the whole thing was just my imagination. I mean, what other explanation could there be? That a road popped in out of existence? There's no way. There's just one problem with that theory. If it was all my imagination, then why is my headlight still shattered? Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this week's video. If you did, you know the routine. You find that thumbs up and you snap that thing in half. Take the subscribe button, smash that if you haven't already. And then last but not least, you see that little bell? You just drop kick that with all your might and then you will be set. You'll be notified every time there's a new upload and we'll all be happier for it. Well, at least I will be. Guys, if you enjoyed this story, be sure to check out the description for a link to purchase Blair Daniels' book, Shadow on the Stairs, off of Amazon. She offers a digital version and a physical version. I got myself the physical version, and let me tell you, I'm not regretting it. It's a great book so far, and it's just in time for Halloween, so I suggest you do the same. And last but not least, this Thursday I'll be making an announcement in a separate standalone video, so keep an eye out for that. It's something I'm really excited for. And with that all said, as always, remember to stay safe out there. I'll be seeing you in the next video.